I will fly, never wary, I wanna be legendary.
We are live. Woohoo! Just push the button, they said. Just push the button. It's easy. Y'all know what time it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another 7:15 on a Tuesday night episode of That's Right, Boys and Girls, Tackle Talk. Yeah, one more time. Thank you very much, guys. Let's check out who we got in the Heezy this easy. Let's see what's going on with you, boys and girls. Howdy. What's up? What are you guys doing? Ain't seen none of y'all in a minute. Mark Pappas first, Robert Sharp, Pam in Wonderland, Brandy, Miss Shawanda. Who else we got hanging out tonight? I think I seen Mark, Gary. I see Cybo Nut made it. What's up? What are you guys doing? Anybody having one? Faye Knox in the house. Hey. What are you guys doing today? Guys, sorry no live fish today. It got a little hairy today, boys and girls. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If you guys haven't gone over to the old channel page, hold on. Goodness gracious. Let's do this. All right, here we go, boys and girls. If you guys wandered over here today, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I am not doing well this evening, boys and girls. For those of you that saw the community tab, I caught some fish today and then got something to eat and came home to that. So we put a new skylight in the screen room today. I don't know who decided to do it, but it was not me. And looks like we're going to have a little bit of a party this weekend over at old Beards' house. I don't know if I'm going to go fishing this weekend. Looks like I got to put the roof back on, for those of you that were wondering what I'm going to be doing this weekend. But today I was dodging these big old fancy rain clouds right here. With 3 times we ran into a storm. Look how pretty that is. That is just a fantastic picture, if I do say so myself. Jay and I went out. We crushed it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, people were big mad. I got a bunch of pictures of fish and stuff, but I just put a couple on there for you guys. Just a couple of different ones. But what a fantastic day of fishing, you guys. I couldn't go live, man. We dodged like 3 storms, and that was like not good times. Not good times at all, you guys. All right, back on the right camera. Goodness, man. Oh, I'm telling you, what a day, dude. What a day. Hold on. I didn't even expect to come in here and do a tackle talk this evening because I was supposed to be at PI time, and then that canceled because there was this freak storm that was somehow nowhere near where I happened to be all day, because literally I got wet, like, just, you know, little sprinkles on me like 4 times today, and I really didn't think that was all that bad. But come to find out, like, this major storm moved through central Florida. Claremont got hail the size of golf balls. I don't know what went on. I got home, I'm like, oh, everything looks good. I look out on the back porch, yep, skylight. I was like, that ain't right. And so, not to mention, there's like, oh, I don't know, $6,000 Vaughn and Bassett couches underneath that are just absolutely shot. And I don't think none of that's going to get covered. I'm just kind of out some very, very, very expensive furniture at this point, because I have a living room out there, and I tend to spend like time out there and stuff. And when I'm grilling or when I'm out, just want to sit outside because it's nice, I'll go out and sit in the living room on the back porch. Well, yeah, there's no longer a living room on the back porch, for those of you guys that saw that. That was not good times. Not good times at all. Hold on, you guys. I just noticed something. Hold on. That's not it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, sorry, guys. Let's get the chat going again. My fault. Rookie. Yeah, so good times. What do you guys think, man? Let's see. What do you guys got? Just finished stuffing my belly. Good, Cybo Nut. Master 5 fish a day. What? Yeah, no, it was, I think we went 8 today. We put 8 fish in the boat real quick. And I'm talking like I hooked up 3rd cast. Then I hooked up like 5th cast. And meanwhile, there's like 3 guys fishing this spot and nobody's hooking up. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody is hooking up. It looks bad. Sprinkled. What did I walk into? Yeah, Ice, you walked into me having a new skylight in the ceiling. Absolutely fantastic day. Yeah. So nonetheless, I don't know. I don't know what happened, Pam. It just looks like the roof caved in. It probably got a serious amount of torrential downpour. There's a bunch of screens blown down, so more than likely the wind came in there and caused a little ripple effect where the wind would push the ceiling up, and then with the additional water weight from torrential downpour, once that ceiling started to unflex, when that wind stopped gusting, more than likely it just collapsed it. Now, I'm not a construction expert or nothing like that. Well, actually I am. That's about a 99% chance of what occurred out there. I've seen weirder stuff, but at the same time, it's perfectly logical based on the type of screen room roof I had. So it looks like we're going to do a little partying, and we're going to get this thing set up with a weekend of either A, new roof, or it's going to be B, it's going to end up being just a good time, which is what I'm thinking it's going to be. You know what I mean? For those of you that know anything about partying, your boy Beards, I know how to party. I didn't even set up music. Like, it's been rough, dude. It's been rough. I wasn't even supposed to be live tonight. Just so we're all clear. I wasn't even supposed to be live tonight, you know? But before we get into tonight's episode, you guys want to do this? We'll do it together. Come on. Hold on. What's happening, Beards? Yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys what's happening, dude. What's happening is utter chaos is occurring right now. I mean, somehow magically, I end up having like super fish day, okay? And I can't show you guys any of it. I have 0 cameras mounted. Hold on, since we're going to go with like space style music, let's get it. Let's just, so listen, we're on this ball, right, of rock and hot magma that's flowing through the universe at 66,000 miles an hour in some direction, okay, where winds blow in and tear your roof down. And then to boot, you end up having like a really good fishing day that you can't show anybody because, you know, it happens. And I didn't even want to record with other cameras at that point. You know what I mean? Just a total meltdown. Then I roll out early and get up to do parent involvement because, you know, I'm that kind of dad. Hashtag dad life for those of you guys that know the fill-in. You know, I'm up there doing the dad thing. I roll out early because I know traffic. Music's super loud. Sorry. I'm rolling out with traffic. I know it's going to be a mess. We got bike week in the backyard all week and weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not even worth my time at this point. And all I'm thinking is I am so going to leave this town Saturday and just have the most epic day of fishing that I can ever have. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. My goal is to have like the most epic day of fishing that anyone could ever imagine. Now, all of a sudden, you guys, boom, reality hits, okay? There is nothing fun about today. This is chaos and simple disorder. You understand what I'm saying? If all the stars in the universe, yeah, hashtag pullout gang, David C. You ain't kidding. Yeah, Pam, fish therapy. I appreciate that. Now, here's a little bit of the reality, Pam. I would have traded every one of those fish today for a struggle fest to not have to do the roof all weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what drives me absolutely ludicrous, is the fact that now all of a sudden my entire weekend, instead of fishing, instead of, you know, I don't know, rewarding myself for all the hard work that I've had over the last, 43 years of my life, you know, the struggle. No, don't worry about that. I'm looking at the wrong camera. This is such a habit, you guys. There's a camera right here, and there's a camera right there, and there's a camera over there. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I'm having that. I'm melting down. I'm melting down. It's going to get bad. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm all right, man. It's just bring it, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it. Just keep it coming. Whatever you got, send it. You know, full ride here. All right, let's get into tonight's episode. Stand by. Mark, you're not kidding, bud. You understand what I'm saying? I'm totally with you on this. Like, I don't know what I did, but I got to figure it out, buddy, because this is getting kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? This is getting rough, dude. I'm all right, but good. Does it ever, just for a minute, could it give me that double digit right quick, just so I feel a little bit better about myself down in my heart and my soul? That would be, I don't know, fantastic at this point. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that know what that is. All right, boys and girls, let's get back into it. Let's get you guys up here. Sorry, I meant to do this. All right, let's get you guys back up here. All right, so here we go. Story time. All right, so I take my buddy Patty. He calls me up. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, getting ready to get on the boat. He's like, how long you got? I'm like, I don't know, man. Probably till like 2, like max. Like I have like probably an hour and a half, 2-hour window right quick to get out there and just crush them and then get out. Like, it's going to be fast. Like, if I don't do it fast, like, I'm in trouble. He's like, where are you going to go? I'm like, I got a few spots, bud. Like, I've got a few things I've been working out. I'm going to go live. Oh, that's cool, man. And I was like, you want to come, man? He's like, yeah, I definitely want to come. Oh, trip to the AutoZone, not good times. So he says, sorry, not to, squirrel. But, yeah. So I says, you know what, man, let's go fishing, dude. Let's, we'll go live for a little bit. It'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? Patty's a good fisherman. I'm not too worried about that. So he says, he gets on the boat, right? He's got 3 rods. I'm like, what else you bring? He's like, that's it. I'm like, all right, well, here we go. So we roll out, right? Boom, shoot over to the spot on the other side of the lake. Not a big deal. He's just looking at me because we are like in the middle of the lake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we are way in the middle of the lake. Well, all of a sudden, man, I toss in and, yeah, third cast, dude, I'm hooked up. I'm hooked up with like 2.5, 3-pounder right off the rip. It gets down in the drilla, of course. Meanwhile, wind is blowing 8 sustained, 15 in the gust mode. So we're at like, I don't know, we might have touched a foot. We had about a foot swells was the high for the day. So it wasn't like it was like massive gusty, but just occasionally there was a pretty good wind. You know what I mean? So I'm starting to think, okay, well, are we going onshore or are we going offshore? You know what I mean? Well, we're going offshore. You know that. Like, I'm giving it my all, right? So you guys remember the last live stream where I took you guys. I was going to take you guys again there today because of how small the window in time was. My wiper blade fell apart. It was raining, so yeah, it was on a trip for me. Oh, wow. You guys are all hanging out at AutoZone. Are you kidding me? You guys are too much, man. Oh, and your problems. Oh, woe is you. Oh, woe is you. David, the cap to the air fill thingy on my tire. And then, yeah, I got a skylight size hole in my screen room, dude. Like, what in the world, dude? But anyway, okay, so I start crushing it, right? I just got that. Both of you guys are awful, but awesome at the same time. Oh, by the way, let's do this. Hold on. I got to do this, you guys. Give me a second. All right, all proceeds to that go to the stuff I'm going to need to put the screen room back up this weekend. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke, dude. It's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, back to reality. So I start hooking it up right off the rip, right? And Patty looks at me and he's like, hey, man, you got another one of those? Hey, what's up, Rocky? I says, yeah, dude, I might. Let me check around in my bag, right? Well, guess what? You know me, dude. You guys saw, if you saw the bait I was throwing last week, I turned around and I just happened to have another one in my bag. But this time I went with a 3.5 inch trailer instead of that 4.5. That's a little, I think that's a 3. I think that's a 3 inch. And I will tell you what, you guys, Patty crushed it, dude. he had the big fish. I think he beat me by like 2. And meanwhile, I was up 4-0, like on the quick, and I think he pulled 6 on the day. I think his big was like a 4.5, but everything was averaging 3, 2.5, 3 pounds all day, and then the 4.5. So we had a fantastic day. You guys. But I will tell you, we were fishing with 4 other boats within the same 100 and maybe 20 yards. There was 4 boats fishing this same area, and I will say this: I didn't see a single rod bend, not a single one, you guys, and that's fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Now, I would love to say I feel for those people that weren't bending rods, but then I'd kind of be lying. You know what I'm saying? You guys know me, dude. I'm gonna tell you the truth, even if it hurts. You know what I mean? I just kept looking at Patty, and I was like, bro, they're going to be fired up at this point, because again, this is not one of those colors. This is not one of those patterns that you're going to see just of anybody throwing. You understand what I'm saying? This particular color and pattern right here, it's no joke. Oh my goodness. I didn't even do this. Oh, epic meltdown. There it is. Yay, the sign's back up again. Good. All right, so yeah, you guys, not good times, man. But again, does color matter? Bud, that's what I want to get into this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls. Give me 1 second. Oh, what's that? You noticed? My fishing gloves? No, those are cool. Yeah, those are the new Heathen Squad socks for sure, folks. I'll tell you, my fishing day couldn't get any better. I got my gloves and I got my socks. Heathensquad.com. All right, guys, now that we're back. So here's what I've been thinking about, man. I noticed that in the darker brown water that I've been experiencing in like the channel and stuff like that, and the areas that I fish with like darker stained water, I've noticed that I've got a better chance hitting them with the darker style color baits this time of year. And then when I get out into the open water, I've noticed that the water clarity increases by like maybe 3 inches on my lake. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not a place you're going to see anything. Freaks of all ages. I've noticed that the shinier the better, man. And let that be a little something that you guys are going to start taking in, because boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is now, that's right, it's swim bait season. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, you guys. I am super duper duper excited, guys. They're hitting moving baits. I mean, are you guys kidding me? They're hitting moving baits, dude. I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm gonna make the call. You understand? I'm gonna announce it, guys. It's time for us South Florida boys, southeastern United States guys. Yeah, boys, start moving them baits. When I say move them, I mean move them. I mean get crazy, put the speed on them bad boys, let it rip. Because I'm going to be honest with you, today was saying slow pattern. I was sitting in 79.6 to 79.8 degree water. Today they were firing off, guys, in the 2 to 4, which was a lot different than the 9 foot we had the other day. So I worked that same pattern, guys, and I gave it kind of like an S. You understand what I'm saying? I started at 150 yards offshore, but instead of just attacking in a straight line to the shore, I gave like an S pattern to the shore. And then once I reached a certain area where I felt that I was just basically casting into the shore, which I knew fish weren't up that far because I'm already experiencing where the fish are, I would just back that pattern right back up and work it backwards, casting right towards the shore the whole time. I never even turned around, but maybe one time on the boat. But because I came in with the mega imaging and again, I started that search S pattern, boys, I'm finding that to be a very, very, very effective search pattern when it comes to attacking an area of the water. I mean, it's one thing to say, okay, we're going to check this spot. You know, we're going to see what happens if we just get it in this spot. running the bank, and we watched like 2 other boats run the bank right in front of us and didn't bend a single rod. But as soon as I came in behind them with that S-search pattern 150, 200 yards off the shore, watching the way that the water led up to the hydrilla in the area that I was fishing, and then paying attention. And Pat even said to me, he's like, "Can you see anything?" I said, "I see fish all over the place, dude." He's like, "You're kidding." I'm like, "No." And I showed it to him. I said, "But what I want to see is the drilla. Once I see the drilla, bud, then we're going to see the fish." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And sure enough, as soon as I made the 3rd cast today, we were on it. He's like, "I see the drilla." I'm like, "Yeah, and I got a fish." That's what I was trying to tell you, man. That's my distance marker. But we started to notice today a lot of really neat stuff. And I got to start taking pictures of this stuff for you guys so we can like go over it and put it on the screen and draw on it and stuff with like some super high speed, what do they call that? The art, app, and you just pull the picture up and you draw on it. We'll do that. It'll be super high speed. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. We can do it together. I promise. Oh, okay. Wrong button there, boys. Sorry about that. Yeah, so color. I'm noticing in my darker stained water, man, it seems to be the darker colors that get me hit. Now, I throw the whites and I throw the golds and I throw, you'd be surprised, man. Like, I throw a lot of different colors. I sometimes, and I'm not going to lie to you, I sometimes throw like the same bait, the same weight, in like 3 or 4 different colors, and then I see which one's killing it. That's what brought me around to this throwing on this gold shiner, because I will tell you right now, I threw green pumpkin, I threw fire red craw, I'm throwing like 3 or 4 different series of chatterbaits here. Like, I'm not talking about, I just came out and threw a couple chatterbaits. No, I'm talking about like, hey, what's up, Rod? What's going on, y'all? I threw a lot of different colors before I ended up on this, and that was a big deal, man. Again, changing those colors, guys. It's henna gender, Pam. It's very genderless. This is as inclusive and non-discriminatory of a bait as you can get, Pam. Okay, and when I say that, I mean it just hooks fish. It just hooks them. It's not something that in any way, shape, or form discriminates. It's got one big sharp hook on there, one big sharp hook. Wow, why does that look? There it is. One big sharp hook, and you can see the point right there. Wow, that is sharp. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. So guys, another thing, Patty came out, he was throwing the rattle trap, trying to keep it on the top of that drilla until the treble hooks just finally defeated him. He just, every cast, he was pulling so much stuff off, which gives you guys another idea to think about. For those of you inexperienced anglers watching the show, don't forget, guys, treble hooks and drilla means probably not going to catch it, because more than likely either A, you're going to break off, B, you're going to break a hook, because treble hooks aren't very strong as much as you'd want to believe it. C, you're going to lose the fish, or D, you're just going to get hung up on drilla all day and spend all day pulling salad off your reel or off your lure. And you guys know the bass is not going to eat a lure that's got a bunch of salad attached to it, which is why I like running something like the chatterbait. Now, I'll tell you how or why. A lot of the times, guys, when I've got this thing rolling through the water, right? Oh, I got it in my finger. When I've got this thing rolling through the water, right, and it gets some drilla, the drilla tends to just get caught up right here, where it attaches to the snap ring, to the actual blade. The drilla will get caught up right here. So all I have to do is stop reeling, and this blade folds up, and this thing falls, and a lot of times it'll fall, and the drilla will just come off of it. So it's a very, I want to say it's a very efficient bait, because when you think you're beat, you know what I mean? When you notice that that palpitation, erratic movement of the bait down there when you're burning it back, and then all of a sudden it stops, give it a little tug. Because I'm going to tell you right now, either A, there's a fish on it, or B, there's a bunch of drilla. Now, if you give it a little tug and nothing happens, let it drop for just a second, just a quick fall, and you'll notice that the drilla will end up coming off. When you go back into reeling, you'll, either A, it'll go back to the vibration, B, it won't, or C, you're going to end up with a fish on, because that seemed to be the pattern today. Today seemed to be, as soon as you cleared the drilla, they were on it. And we noticed different layers of the drilla. Like, I should have, I'd love to clean the whiteboard. I just can't, you guys. I drew that picture of the blue pearl on there, and that thing is just my favorite. Hooked on you, got this feeling down deep in my thumb. Oh, goodness, that's funny. Pam, you're the best. Yeah, so... guys, karaoke. I missed everything today, man. Caught a 14-pound hydrilla. Yeah, Rod, you're not kidding, dude. That 10-pounder I caught in the live stream the other day, I'm going to tell you right now that was a 10-pounder. I just want you guys to understand that. But the thing that hurt me the most is that it got down in about 40 pounds of drilla, and that's the only reason that I lost that fish. Just so we're clear, I would have never lost that fish had it not been for the 40 pounds of drilla that it put on. But I will say this, I caught one today that I thought was pretty big. Like, as soon as that thing hit, and now guys, again, they were choking it. You know what I'm talking about. If you watched the live from last week, we were having to pull hooks out of the back of the mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And dude, I caught one that as soon as he hit it, dude, he went straight down, and I got stuck in like a boat up. Like, I'll show you. Hold on. Well, it's up here on my shoulder. That thing hit it, dude. You understand what I'm saying? And I come boating up on it, right? I had to grab up on the rod itself and hold this thing. Well, at the same time I'm doing that, this thing's literally, and I pulled it up. It was like 2.25 pounds, maybe, like on the high side. But dude, it had a salad mat on it that looked like this. I kid you guys not. That's how much salad came up. And it was like that. Like, it weighed like 6.5 pounds when I tried to boat flip it. And I looked over at Patty and I was like, dude, I kind of hope there's a fish in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope there's a fish in there. I would have been so embarrassed, dude. I would have been so embarrassed if that would have been just a giant clump of drilla. Godrilla. Yeah. Oh, no. There goes your reel. There goes hydrilla. Yeah, it was bad, dude. I mean, I'm talking like my drag was like you could hear it. I'm like, oh, buddy, it's moving. It's a beast. He's like, you want me to get the net? I'm like, nah, I'm going to lip it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to lip this. If it's that big, buddy, I want to reach down there and snatch it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, dude. I snatched up like 14 pounds of hydrilla. My day, boys. But for those of you that know about hydrilla fishing, that's like a lot. It happens all the time. It's just one of the toughest things, man. I see so many different techniques. I really do. I had to work on my pitching and flipping, man. For those of you guys that really don't know what I'm talking about when you start seeing that, I mean, some of these guys get really fancy with their skills. You know what I mean? And it makes for a really, really interesting watch when you see all the different techniques people pull out. Not me, man. I'm pretty basic. Like, I like a nice long cast. You feel me, player? Dude, there's no worse feeling. There is no worse feeling in the world than setting a hook on what you think is a big. You feel this thing fight down, and you know there's a big mat. Like, I really wish I had something I could, like, draw a diagram for you guys, man. This is making me crazy right now. Like, I want to draw you guys a diagram so bad. Hold on. We're doing it live! I got a white piece of paper. You guys want to do one in the chat if you want me to do it on a white piece of paper. It's just not going to look right. All right, why not, right? Let's just let everything fall off the shelf when we're getting the paper. Okay, Jeff, what's up, buddy? There's our buddy, everybody's buddy, Jeff. Jeff C in the house. Yeah, Jeff. So we're going to show you guys what I was looking at today because I think it's kind of important for you guys to see it. Hold on, listen to some music. I'm doing my Bob Ross thing, you guys, so hang out. Just give it a second, okay? We'll put a little bit of love behind me. We gotta put happy little lily pads, boys. You know what happy little lily pads look like. I'm telling you, this is going to be some real Bob Ross stuff. You understand what I'm saying? For those of you guys that don't know about my art skills, you're about to find out because your boy Beards, boy, I do some damage with a Post-it note. You feel me, player? Like, I'll draw some pictures. My son's the same way, too. It's pretty funny. Oh, speaking of, did I show you guys this? I think, yeah, I did. I showed you guys this. You guys remember that? I showed you guys that picture last time. He's so funny, dude. Hold on, I'm doing this. I'm drawing this all live. Sorry, I just drew. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying? Hey, seizure warning. For those of you guys that don't know this, seizure warning. Trying to get that dollar, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Howie Devitt smashing it with a $5.
How we do it?
This is Howie Devitt.
This is how we do it. Yeah, dude, I laughed so hard when I seen that. I was like, what is this guy doing? It was sitting, and when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, this poor dude's name is How We Do It. This is how we do it. All right, so. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta write things on the diagram, okay? All right. Thanks, guys, for sitting through that song. All right, we ready for this? Okay, so here's what we're looking at, guys. All right, so as you guys can see, there's a 1 to 3 foot. Let's get my pointer. Let's get the pointer so we can do this correctly. There's a 1 to 3 foot area right here, right, that contains lily pads, all right, scattered amongst it. That's for the shore, okay? That's 1 to 3 foot to the shore. Then there's like this underwater drill line, right? And that's in the 3 to 5 foot transition area, okay? Well, then there's another drill line, right, with breaks in it, big breaks like this, like what you guys are seeing right here, all right? And that goes into the 5 to 9 foot area. And once you get out here in like the 9 foot, you guys, there's really nothing out there as far as the bottom, right? So what we do is we start out here in this 5 to 9 and we start making this epic search. Hey, what's up, Off the Hook? What are you doing, man? We're getting technical here. So what we did is we came in on this 5 to 9 and I'll show you the search pattern that we made. We came in and like I said, this is all, it's not to scale, all right? So we came in and we made like this really big S search pattern like I'm showing you guys right here. This was the key. Now, the reason I say use like an S search pattern is because in the event that you're just trying to like, if you're sitting here stationary and your boat's like right here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, and your boat's here, and all you do is cast as your boat's moving this way, and you're just trying to make poke holes, okay, like this, there's like a 99% chance you're not going to catch a fish in the event that they're in the Drilla. Okay, you might get lucky every once in a while and get that one to bite because you're just on the edge and you can't physically see it to know it. But if you come in with that search, that S search pattern like I'm showing you right here, and you literally cast down the row to every one of these Drilla walls, and you can see them, it's not a joke, you know what I'm saying? But if you start casting, when you break into each one of these sectors like this, and then you cast parallel down the Drilla and just run the ledges on both sides and then work out into that next tier, like in my position, in my situation, that's that 3 to 5 and then into that 5 to 9, and you just work that long line sometimes in that S pattern. Again, what's so important is it's not always just hitting the bank, casting your lure from multiple angles and get you close as you get closer. Absolutely, Neil. This is what I'm trying to, that's basically what this really came down to tonight. It wasn't as much the color, which was vital. Don't get me wrong. Color based on water, color, vital. Vital. Start to make changes. Start to figure it out on your own. They have some rules of thumb. You can start with those, but run on your own. You know what I mean? Just so you know, because I will tell you that hitting that mark, okay, which is what this bait has done so far. This bait's really hit a mark in the last 3 fishing trips. Now, whether this hits on another lake, we're gonna find out. Now, we've got some spots. I've been on the old, looking in on the old app, my fishing app, my Navionics for my locations, and I think I found 3 or 4 other locations on 2 or 3 other lakes, guys, that we might be trying out here over the next couple of weeks and months, given the circumstance, of all the stuff that has to be done IRL. We'll make sure we get a chance to do some kind of fishing here real soon, because I feel really bad for not bringing you guys fishing. It sucks, dude. I really wanted to have a good time with you guys today. I wanted to hang out. I thought you guys would enjoy today's fishing trip, considering we rolled right out and just started killing it. That was the goal. Just right off the bat, just start killing them. Just slay it, dude. Make it happen. Yeah, Neil, and sometimes that pattern, your boat, making sure that you're moving your boat in a correct search pattern. 29 in Ohio last night, Rod. No. I don't want anything to do with that. That does not sound like fun. Yeah, even my coworker was like, what happened to the fishing today? Yeah, I know, Brandy. Like I said, I got to be real careful, man. Last thing I want to do is pull out very expensive electronics and have it rain. You know what I mean? Like, I was nervous. I had a mic on today and totally forgot. Oh, I'm not sure. It's nice to have a managed stream while you're fishing as well. Yeah. Neil, it really doesn't matter to me managing the stream. Like, I just get it set up and then I go to it. If it fades in and out, there's nothing I can do about that. You just got to bear with me. But I will tell you this, you guys. No, they're not messing with the weather. No, Rod, absolutely not. Listen, Rod, everything's fine, okay? I wanted a skylight on the back porch. I'm just going to put a nice little piece of screen in there. It's going to be like a moonroof, It's, dude, simple. Nailed it. You understand what I'm saying? But boat management, okay? Boat management, I'm telling you right now, especially when you're struggling and searching, if you have an area that you want to try and you literally just end up running down one row and calling it, you could end up finding yourself missing that key element to a lot. Because we found a hole. We found, let me rephrase that. It's not a hole by any means. There is no depression in the earth, okay? But what I mean by that is when we got out here in this 5 to 9, as soon as we started the trip, I noticed like a little break in the water right here in the Drilla. I could see it on my screen. So it was like a dark high point, and then it went sandy, and then it went dark high point again. So I knew that was a hole in the Drilla. As soon as I cast, which was about 45 yards, okay, as soon as I cast it into that little area where it was an open area, it was every time. every time I cast it in there, it was another bite, another bite, another fish. And I mean, it was happening quick. And that's when Buddy was like, hey, man, you think I can get one of those jackhammers? I'm like, yeah, let me see if I got one. I could have just let Buddy blank and hurt his, I would have been bad, but I didn't. But I wouldn't have found that crease. I wouldn't have found that gap with the moving water had I just been moving in one direction. I wouldn't even have focused on it, because what ended up happening is I didn't see it from one direction, but as soon as I started back on that S pattern, I noticed it and was like, that's something I should cast into. And sure enough, as soon as I hit it, it was on, and that ended up being, I think my second, third, and fourth fish were like bang, bang, bang in that same spot. So, and then I think Patty pulled his 4.5 out of that same spot too. And when I say same spot, I'm talking literally the same spot. Like, I've got the waypoint marked. We are making our back and forth pattern. We're not disturbing that area. We're not putting the trolling motor up in that area. We are just efficiently firing baits into that area, and they're coming back with things biting on them. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, I don't care who you are. I like that. Oh, man. You guys, hold on.
All right, you got to tell me, Mark, what's $10?
Because I have no idea, bud. I'm just laughing. What a day. Hey, we got a new follower. Hey, thanks. Yeah, that's Instagram. Never mind. I don't care about that. I really don't care about that platform either. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my lure? Oh, yeah. No, bud. These under the Build Back Better administration, this is $24. Yeah, I know. And that's not my price. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay that. I got a better deal than that for sure. 2 foot long is a Subway. Yeah, 2 for $10. Yeah, no, I don't pay that, bud. But they're in some stores, they'll run you $24. And then it's going to cost you $8 for a bag of trailers. So, I mean, you're looking, they call it inflation. It's not. We're building back better. It's okay, dude. Listen, everything's going to be fine. It's fine. You'll see. Wait till we all got electric cars and boats, man. The Jetsons, we're on our way. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a whole different world. We're going to eat little pills full of food, and it's going to be perfect. It'll sustain you. You'll see. Embrace it. It's love. It's love. It's like a baby. Embrace it. No, I'm not down for that, man. But I will say this: the Pearl ran fantastic today for the first time in a while. Kenny, I never see Kenny anymore. So if Kenny still watches the show, backyard is full of free bait. Yeah, baby. Kenny, if you're still watching, I hope you still watch the channel, because I got some of that StarTron stuff he told me about, and the boat's running fantastic. I just want you guys to know that. The boat is running fantastic. And I just noticed something, guys. YouTube has got my playback really, really rough, you guys. So you can take me off that 144 and you can go to 720 or 1080 if you guys want, because that looked really bad. Like, I'm sorry, but I run a 1080 signal, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just looked down and was like, why would my device decide to give me like 140? That would look terrible. That looked absolutely horrible. I mean, it was scratchy, blurry nastiness, you guys. Goodness. But yeah, other than that, man, it's just nothing major. Just check your colors, you guys. Pay close attention. You know what I'm saying? Try different colors and different patterns in different water clarities. I know all y'all got different water clarity anywhere you go fishing. Sometimes the same body of water will have 3 or 4 different watercolors to it. Different tints, different clarity. You can see different depths, different visibility. Everything looks good, sounds good. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that, man. Mark's going to come in like 10 minutes after he says this and be like, yeah, so your audio is just awful, dude. I'm surprised Faye hasn't said something. She's usually the first one to, I just can't hear you. I love her. It's funny. Oh, my goodness, you guys. But nonetheless, man, check your colors. It's important. Create you a search pattern. That's important. Sometimes just heading in a straight line is the wrong idea. You understand what I'm saying? You could literally be maybe 5 yards from a pile of fish that you didn't know were even there, and they saw you and just chilled out because they didn't see you do anything, and you went right by them. That cast went clean over their head. You know what I mean? Start out with some depth. Bring yourself in. Be efficient. Maximize your time on the water. Maximize your efficiency on the water. And you, that's right, you too will have firebomb fishing days. You understand what I'm saying? Like just one after another, boys and girls. And that's the goal, right? That's the goal. We're not out here, just to burn gas, and we're not out here to see how many times we can cast. We're out here to catch some fish, guys. So again, next Tuesday, we're hoping to get something done. I'm hoping to get something done. I don't know who this we is. I say we because I take you guys with me. So we're hoping to get some fishing done next weekend or next week. Not this weekend, next week on Tuesday. Hopefully everything will be back to El Normal, and we'll make this happen, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out this evening. I know it's a little bit different of a show, a little stressed out, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. But next week, guys, if you don't see me, I'm pretty sure we're going to make sure we have a tackle talk next week, regardless of what happens. But I'm going to try for the live fishing next week. Look out for me Tuesday afternoon, guys. And thanks for hanging out this evening. Remember, boys and girls, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.